What's up, World Wide Web? Ben here with the next episode of Wine About Insurance. You know, in addition to my love for great wine and helping people protect their assets, I'm also super passionate about vegetable gardening. Now, it's first week of February here in the icy Pacific Northwest, but if you hope to have great tomatoes and cucumbers in September and October, you got to sow the seeds in February. I thought I'd document that process for you. Cheers. Old Cherokee Purple's a family favorite. We've got cherry tomatoes, heirloom, and early girl when it comes to the tomatoes. And I've got lemon cucumber, green cucumber, zucchini, and jalapeno peppers. Let's get started. Now, if I do everything right, those tiny little speck seeds that you see right there are gonna grow to magnificent, healthy tomato plants, probably in just a couple months. Wasabi. Well, it's been about 6 weeks since I planted those seeds in the birthing grounds of my kitchen. I'm now moving them into my greenhouse, and I'll transplant them into larger cups so they can develop some root structure, and another couple months move them straight into the vegetable garden. Stay tuned. All right, it's time to boost these vegetable starts with a little fertilizer. So the fertilizer I like to use is called fish emulsion. I've always found emulsion to be a funny word. British or something. Oh, I appeared to find myself up Emulsion Creek without a paddle. Now, it may look gross and it may smell gross, but I think my tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and zucchini are gonna love it. Oh, emulsion, I just spilled some on my suit. Boom! As you can see, it is no bowl emulsion that vegetables like fish emulsion. And further developments unrelated to our vegetable gardening is pretty interesting. If you look at this tree right here that I've started since it was a twig, probably 5 years ago. It's the first time it's flowered, and those are little baby olives, which is pretty exciting if you ask me. All right, so it's just a little after Memorial Day, so about 14, 16 weeks since I planted these seeds, and it's time to put them in my garden. I take this out of the nesting cup here, rough the roots a little bit just to make sure they know they got plenty of space to grow now. And then I want to get down into the dirt, actually bury this well below the stock line. Punch around the edges. That'll do it. A little bit of good luck. There's the little enemy. Farmer McGregor! Ah! Ah! Alright, so one of my favorite rituals in the morning is to grab a cup of coffee and watch my garden grow. So I planted a dozen tomatoes and that one's pretty sad. And not much better on number 2. But whoa! Check out 3, 4. I mean, there's some poundage of tomatoes on there. This whole cage fell over not too long ago. Even bigger. Look at that. 8 feet tall. There's gonna be a lot of tomatoes in there by the end of the day. We've got big cucumbers. I got an eggplant. Basil. See those yellow cucumbers in there? Lemon cucumbers. Tomatoes. Some of them are already turning red. More peppers. So it's the last week in August and starting to look like I'm going to have an amazing harvest here, but still have 6-8 weeks to go. It's really a lot of joy to have my coffee here in my garden and reflect on all the time, effort, and energy I put into making this happen. I wheelbarrowed up over a yard of mushroom compost up this hill into the garden. Been weeding all the time, watering all the time, even when I didn't want to. But I got to do what's in my plant's best interest if I want to get the best harvest. All right, it's late September, and while my harvest will continue for many more weeks, I wanted to share with you my garden's return on investment for all the effort I've put forth since that first week in February. That's some beautiful cherry tomatoes, Cherokee purple tomatoes, some beautiful eggplants. That's zucchini. We have early girl tomatoes, collard greens, some peppers, more beautiful jalapeno peppers, all sorts of more cherry and grape tomatoes. Lots of lemon cucumbers still flourishing. Collard greens again. There's a big green cucumber waiting to be picked. It's been a tremendously successful vegetable garden this year. And I attribute a lot of the lessons I've learned as a farmer to what makes me a good insurance and risk management advisor. I commit to a year-round process. I take pride in my knowledge and expertise. There's lots of touch points throughout the year, and I always put my clients' best interests ahead of my own, just like I have with my vegetables here. So if your agent only sees you once a year to drop off a contract and an invoice and tells you, give me a call if you need something, there may be a better process out there for you too. I look forward to receiving your call. And as usual, cheers.